Welcome! In this video, we're going to be trying 3 different boba recipes, namely cornstarch boba, white sago boba, and rice paper boba, and see which one tastes the best and is worth the efforts. Now, in no way am I like a boba expert. Hell, I've had boba only twice in my life, but can I drink a drink and tell you if it's good? Yeah, I think so. And more than that, ever since the failure we faced while we tried to make boba in episode 2 of Across the Globe, I've just wanted to try more, so let's start with cornstarch boba. We failed the first time, but that's okay. I tried again. Instead of adding the cornstarch directly to the brown sugar water, I diluted my cornstarch.
They all want something now. I don't got the time to go and fuck around. See my eyes got money back.
Heated brown sugar and water, let it melt, and then combined in the cornstarch water. I kept the flame medium and kept on stirring it continuously to avoid it getting lumpy. When it all came together and formed into this big blob of stickiness, I dusted more corn flour on a surface and started kneading.
Getting sliced like a lime. Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a lime, like a lime.
I flattened the dough out with a rolling pin and then cut into tiny squares by slicing the big rectangle vertically first and then horizontally.
Depend on the way you send chills down my spine. Wanna give you all my time.
Then I took individual little squares and rolled each of them into tiny balls. Now mind you, this whole procedure of turning these squares into balls took like 30 seconds in this video, but in real life it was way longer than that. It took me about like an hour or so, and yeah, it was quite a task.
Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a lime, like a lime.
I boiled these boba cornstarch balls that were dusted in more cornstarch in boiling water, waited for them to come to the top on their own, and then took them out, transferred them to ice cold water. What this does is help them retain that chewy texture which they're supposed to have. Meanwhile, I made my brown sugar syrup by combining half a cup of brown sugar with half a cup of water, added cornstarch slurry made from 1 teaspoon cornstarch and 2 tablespoons water. When this syrup thickened up a little bit, I finally added the boba balls and simmered for approximately 10 minutes.
What if I wake up happy? And what if
I decided to make matcha boba, and before you say anything, I know this setup wasn't the best. The lighting, the shadows, it just wasn't working out, and honestly it was pissing me off because I'm not used to filming drinks, and before my mood would get more destroyed, I just decided to get some help and took a class from the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. I took the lifestyle photography, capturing inspiring visual stories by Marta Marie Forsberg, who's an author and a food plus lifestyle photographer. This class personally helped me a lot figure out where to keep my camera, how to adjust the lighting, the shadows, and overall making the photo or the video I take into a whole story. You know, just add more substance. The best part about this class was that it was only 20 minutes, and most of the classes on Skillshare are actually less than an hour, which is great. Since Skillshare is solely made for the purpose of learning, there are no ads whatsoever, and they keep on adding new premium classes every single day. You don't need to be a pro to take a class. I mean, if you are a pro, good for you. But what I mean is that they have classes for every single skill level. If you're a beginner or an intermediate or a pro, you have a class for yourself. Being a big fan of Skillshare myself, I have a link in my description box for you to get a free trial of Skillshare for a month so that you can start your creative journey today. Back to boba number 2, we are making white sago boba, or simply sabudana boba. Sabudana is the Hindi word for tapioca, by the way. I soaked the sago in water for approximately 3 to 4 hours and then boiled it in water till the balls turned translucent. I drained, transferred to ice cold water and let it chill. yeah, that tiny amount of blue food coloring has no purpose other than that for the aesthetics. I drained my whitish blue boba and made my drink with the boba as the base layer, a generous amount of rose syrup, ice cubes and milk. I don't know about you, but I think I did a much better job at capturing this drink making process. So thank you, Skillshare. For how minimal the efforts were when it came to make this recipe and how fabulous it tasted as the white sago had soaked up all that syrup. This one was definitely my fave, but don't leave yet because we still have to make rice paper boba.
If you never try, you'll never know, never.
I wet a rice paper, folded its edges and then rolled it up into a roll. Then I cut these rolls into small pieces and boiled in water, same as the other bobas. I took inspiration from Feed Mimi for this recipe, and she said simmering these rice paper boba pearls in brown sugar might make them hard, so I avoided that altogether and directly transferred to my wine glass. Personally, I couldn't get that rice paper almost savory taste out, so not my favorite. So yeah, bye!